Although I may be.
I don't mind. Although you may be what?
My
What?
Yeah, my tippy toes are just barely touching the floor.
Huh?
My tippy toes are barely touching the floor.
All right, let's get this in here. You don't have to look down. Okay, go ahead. We're gonna do a silent check live. Hey, Tom.
Hello, Tom.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard about that. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
we'll probably bring it up.
Most likely.
Anyways, Kim's gonna give me a check real quick, and then we'll go.
Check. 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check.
You're good.
Check.
All right.
Hi, General Shinobi.
And Hannah.
And Hannah.
And we're getting a full house already.
Yeah.
Yes, it has been a minute. It's been a minute for us too.
Yeah, it has.
We missed last week.
Mm-hmm.
And so now we're back this week.
Yes.
And good thing, I mean, I'll put this. You know, you think I'd have like another screen up?
You would.
So I could just share the fucking screen instead of trying to show it off my phone every time?
Yeah, you think you would, but you don't.
You think. Anyways, this is what we got coming up the rest of this week, which will be fun.
And I ain't happy.
No.
I'm not happy with what we got.
All right. Anyway, so hard to see it, but that's a hurricane off of Mexico coming our way. They're expecting it to be, they downgraded it. Now it's just going to stay at 2. Should get close. The outer bands should probably get close to us on the 8th. See, that's why I hate the 8th.
The
8th is a worthless day.
No, it's not. It's a good day.
No, it's stupid.
It is not.
It's dumb.
No, it's not.
It is too.
Is not.
Tom's already on you.
I know.
You had to like the Czech Republic now? Hey, by the way, can you guys tell she grew? She grew up for once. She finally grew. It only took her 47 fucking years to grow. No, yeah. See, that was the other thing. And I don't have it up. I was going to have it up. So again, we're going to try to do this. So I guess, well, how about this? I'll get this up. We'll get on the other side of the show. And then you can talk about your lovely week.
Ugh.
And I'll show up this picture at the same time when we get to that point. Yeah, you're no longer a Toys R Us kid. Oh, God. Let's see how. Oh, wait. No, that's not the right one. I got to go to brand, huh? You know what's funny?
Huh.
I didn't test none of these.
Oh.
I forgot to hit the 30-second button like we normally do.
Well, let's do it live.
And look, I still got the starting soon button going. All right. How about that? There we go. All right. Killed that.
We're doing it live.
Fuck, right? We're doing it live. Fuck it.
That's right. We're doing it
All
live.
right. So let's see how well this is going to work. Ready?
Yeah.
You got us up?
I do.
All right, cool.
This podcast is part of the Red 5 Network. For more Red 5 Network podcasts, visit red5network.com.
Welcome to Use and Views. I'm Scott.
I'm Kim.
And this is episode 167. And we're going to be talking about Back to School 1986 movie starring Rodney Dangerfield. Really? And you're already giggling.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Why did that one scene just pop up in your brain already?
Yeah.
The one where you lost it last night?
Yeah.
The one I wish we'd have it like an extra secondary camera in this house for when we're watching stuff that people can see you laughing your ass off at certain scenes.
Yeah. Not to
Got
see
it.
the popped.
Well, anyways, how's everybody doing? Now, according to the podcast numbering, obviously episode numbers, we haven't missed an episode. Yep. Kim definitely starting the car again. Hey, Mikey. And hello, Nick. Better known as Backyard TARDIS,
Yes.
which we did watch also. Episode 2
Yes.
from season 1 of the 2005 rebirth, I think it is,
I have Doctor Who.
of Doctor Who.
Yep.
So that was interesting.
Interesting.
That was a good episode. But anyways,
Yeah,
we're not going to talk about that because we're going to talk about that in November.
Yes, we are.
Speaking of which, I guess we ought to really
remind them. Yeah.
You got until the 15th of September, if you're a Patreon member.
Yeah.
To give us a show topic.
Mm-hmm.
And let us know when you want to do it.
Yep.
And whether or not you want to be on the show.
Yes.
And do it with us.
Yes.
Okay. Mind you, no brand new movies because we don't go to the movie theater.
No.
I might have broke that rule had Rogue One Radio. Oh my God. Yeah, I wish Rogue One Radio was shown live at our theater every week. No, Rogue One did not make it to our theater here.
Yeah.
Which I'm pissed.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
But I would have actually gone back to the theater for that. Because I remember watching it in the theater and I remember being and I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Yeah.
In the theater. But we didn't get it, so on our local movie theaters.
Exactly.
They suck.
They do.
Anyways. Anywho.
We have some housekeeping to take care of.
Well, before we get to the housekeeping, let's talk about your week.
Oh, you mean my chair?
Well, technically you're 2 weeks, because I mean it has been 2 weeks. So the last episode we did, we ended up an hour 20 or hour something into the show.
Yeah.
And the fucking power goes out.
Goes out, yeah.
Because somebody over here who didn't have a tree completely clipped, fucking it hit one of the little switches up there and it shorted out the whole fucking system.
Yeah.
We were out. I don't remember how long we were out. We were out for a long time. In here, it ended up getting 99 degrees. I sent you away to a friend's house to go swimming. I should have went.
Yeah, you should have.
But I didn't.
No.
Anyway, so that was the last time we.
What General Shinobi put in the chat. I'm on a break from everything right now, but if you do a show on the movie Twister, count me in at the end of the month.
Wait, did we do Twister?
We watched it, but I don't think we did it. I'm not sure.
I have to go check the archive.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I think we talked about it. We already did it.
Okay.
I think.
Well, we'll check it.
We'll double check.
Yeah, we'll double check.
It don't matter. I mean, I'm sure we can find other crazy stuff that we haven't done.
Oh, I'm sure of it.
Or we can always revisit shit too.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
Let me know.
We will.
We will.
Definitely will. Because I gotta get with Roscom.
Yes, you do.
Because he mentioned way back when we did the Grease episode that he would come on for Grease too.
Yeah, we could do that one with him.
Right. Well, I know but that won't be until next year.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm just working on trying to figure it out
for the rest of this year.
Right.
Which there's not very many months remaining in this year.
No, there's not at all. Anyways, so then your week. So after that week, then we were supposed to go live last Tuesday. I fell ill.
Yeah.
And we figured it out.
She said, yes, you did it 2 months ago. I just checked.
Oh, thank you. Damn. It's already been 2 months.
Yeah, since we did that one.
Wow. Time flies.
Yeah.
You know why? You know why time flies?
Why?
You know why time flies when you get old?
Why?
Because of grandchildren.
That's true. That is true.
So technically, it's my kids' fault. I was going to put all the blame on kids.
Okay, go for it.
See, when I had kids, they made me get older faster.
Yeah. Now that they've got their own families.
They're making me even older faster.
I know.
It's like freaking, I swear, it's like, I just felt like it was like barely F1 season. We're almost to the end of F1 season.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, NFL season starts this week.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Crazy.
It is. It's very
College
crazy.
football's already started.
Yeah, it has.
But it's crazy.
Very crazy.
It's like, slow the fuck down.
There's no slowing it down now.
You want to bet?
Not unless you have one of those funky little things that Hermione
Hey,
has.
no,
in
all I need is Superman to go flying out in the goddamn space, start flying around the Earth to slow it down a little bit.
Okay, you get a hold of him and see what he says.
Yeah, right. I don't have his phone number. You?
No, I don't either.
All right. Well, then we're fucked.
Yeah,
Anyways.
we are.
All right. So what happened to you on what day of the week was it last week? Wait a minute. I took the picture on the day, so maybe it would tell me on the picture day. Thursday.
Yeah.
Almost a week ago. You go into work, which you don't go into work because it's our bedroom.
Yes.
You work from home.
Yes.
You've been working from home since the pandemic.
Yes.
You go to sit on your chair.
Yeah, and boom, the thing goes right through. Luckily, I had a cushion on it, felt it go through, and I jumped up as fast as I could.
Let's say you about got impaled.
Yes, I did.
Probably in an orifice you don't want to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God, I don't believe I just said that live on air, but I did.
Oh, well.
Oh, well. Anyways. I know, Tom, we were going to, if you want to do a college football red and yellow screen. Oh, God. Hey, speaking of Tom, I don't know if you know this. You probably did since you're there in the heart of the Mountain West. They have an app now that actually you can watch games on.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mainly, I think it's for the team that aren't normally on TV, so really doesn't matter for Boise.
Yeah, because Boise's always on TV.
Right, they're always either on Fox or Fox Sports or
Yeah.
ESPN or something like that.
Yeah, they're one of the most televised teams from that conference.
Well, no shit, they're good.
They are very good. They are They are good in their division. They are the best in their division.
That's true.
I mean, yeah, they're the best.
Anyways, oh look, it's Nightbot.
Tom's best friend.
Oh, God. Oh, Lord Almighty. Anyways, so you want, well, what else do we, Labor Day weekend?
Yes, I actually had yesterday off.
You had a 3-day weekend,
yes,
right? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Yep, I had a 3-day weekend this weekend, which is rare.
Woohoo!
Yeah, woohoo.
So we spent Sunday watching racing.
Yeah, we did.
We watched Formula One and then we watched NASCAR.
Yes, we did. Which, interesting to say the least.
What was?
The NASCAR.
Well, they used PJ1, so.
No, they didn't use PJ1 because they don't need PJ1. They prove they don't need it. Unless it's FS1. I hate that channel. Yeah, no, it was interesting. The person that actually ultimately won in NASCAR.
Obviously, it doesn't matter because I fucking already forgot who won.
Eric Jones, car 43.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
GM.
Yeah, that's right. GMS.
Yeah, Petty GMS.
That's right. Eric Jones won in the famed 43 car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And put it back in victory lane exactly 55 years to the day after they won.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Southern 500.
You're right, because they did make the point that it was 55 years to the day.
Yeah.
For when the King last won
the Southern 500
at Darlington Raceway in South Carolina.
Yeah.
Now everyone's a NASCAR fan, so now everybody knows what the fuck these tracks are at or what we're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Anyways. Anything else?
Yeah, and Ferrari still can't get their heads screwed on.
Okay, well, we're not talking Ferrari. Anyways, had a great weekend.
Yes, we did.
Went out to friends.
We did.
Had a nice little party.
We did.
Had fun.
Oh yeah.
Had great time swimming.
Yes, we did.
After the storm.
Oh, that storm was something else.
so this okay. You guys know we're in Arizona. So we run from mid-June to the end of September for monsoon season.
Yes.
This is why I scrapped our whole August lineup.
Yeah.
Which I shouldn't have. You know what? I know one thing we could do, Shanti, and that is the movie Elvis. It just hit HBO Max.
Yeah.
So we will definitely watch that one.
Yeah.
And I want to see it for one, because the actor they got to play the King and a lot of the still shots and shifts, and like, holy crap.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did see that one. Shanti did see that one.
So maybe we'll hook it up and do that one with you.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool, because that's a newer movie.
Yeah.
And so we can do that one. But so we ended up, a storm blew through where we were at, and it was quite ironic because you could see the dust come, the dust storm.
You could right where we're at.
And
You could.
like 4 minutes before it hit our location, we got the damn emergency warning.
Yes.
I was like, that's a little fucking late.
Yeah.
But it ended up going.
Yes. I saw it in theaters.
And she saw it on HBO Max on Friday. And she said, count me in. Got it.
We will. That will be one we'll count you in for.
Definitely. But yeah, so this fucking storm just blew out of nowhere.
It did.
And the worst part was the wind.
Oh my, yeah.
At least for where we were at. Now, obviously, south of where we were, the southern location, where we're down more closer to San Luis, Arizona, which is close, which is also it's split off town on the opposite side of the border, the Mexican side of the border is San Luis. So, but they got hit hard.
Yeah.
Somerton, I think, got, because it's just a little bit more south, I think they got hit pretty hard by that storm too.
I think so.
But other than that, it was really, it wasn't bad. All right, Tom.
All right.
Have a good one.
Yeah. Thanks for popping in, Tom.
And speaking of birthdays, since Tom brought up birthdays, we want to give a shout out to, first of all, happy belated birthday to Ro.
Yes.
Scuttle Daddy Podfather.
Yes.
Of the Scared Scuttlebutt podcast.
Yes.
And also Brad. Both of them have birthdays back to back.
Yes,
in
they
September.
did. They did.
And of course, we want to give a shout out to DJ.
Yes.
Of Rogue One Radio, who comes on live after us.
Yes.
At 8 p.m. Eastern. His birthday is actually tomorrow.
Yes, it is.
And of course, your brother's birthday was earlier in the month.
It was.
And so was my cousin's.
Yes.
So again, and then not sure, Tom, if it's you or your wife or somebody in the family, maybe your wife, it was happy birthday too. And we'll give some shout outs to birthdays.
Yes. Yes.
Anyways, you want to get care to the try that again in English.
Oh, I thought you spoke good English. Yes, we need to take care of housekeeping.
You want to take care of housekeeping or the business? Well, let's get rid of that thing there. And let's go up here and let's do it.
Thank you to our Patreons, Luna Girl and Dragon Buddy, Don Delasnooch Solski, Nicholas Schaefer, Hannah, Mikey, Brindley, and Case.
And if you want to join our Patreon, go to patreon.com/usedabusedpod. And just a reminder, if you become a member before the 15th of September, you can
join our show. You can join in the suggestions for the shows for November.
Right. Search for Used Abused Pod on all your favorite podcasts. That's your line, not mine.
Search for Used and Abused Pod today on all your favorite podcasting apps, including Apple, Google, Audible, Amazon, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.
I clicked it too quick.
That's fine.
So now this is for me.
Yes.
Please get your shit together.
We're going to have to
what?
Take these out because it's cutting this part of my circulation off.
Okay, so we'll do a little.
We're going to do a little flip here.
So just take one off, right?
Yeah. Okay. Because it's cutting the circulation off. I don't think you want me to.
Man, we don't want you to lose a leg. No. How about that?
Oh, yes, now circulation's. I still grew though. Not much though.
It's the goddamn chair.
I know.
The chair is higher than mine.
I know. Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Much better.
You sure?
Yeah, because I can feel the circulation come back.
All right. Well, don't forget to smash that like button. And if you are new to the channel, click subscribe and then click that bell to be notified when we go live.
You can find Used and Abused Pod on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
You can email us at usedandabusedpod@gmail.com. And that and is, as always, spelled out AND.
Yes. Our website is usedabusedpod.com. There you can find links to all of our episodes, links to our YouTube videos, replays of our live shows, links to our merch store, and link to our Patreon under the donate button. Oh, man.
You can leave us a message and also click subscribe to be notified by email when new audio-only episodes are available.
You can also leave us a message at 928-719-0749.
And that is a voicemail message.
It
you
is.
can leave. Go to tpublic.com and search for Used Abused Pod, all lowercase, for our merch store. There are t-shirts, tank top, hoodies, face masks, onesies, coffee mugs, and etc.
Yes.
And Kim has not updated any new logo, so no new designs, so we still have the same old ones up there.
Oh, I gotta figure out how to do it.
I'm
Though.
teasing you. I'm giving you shit. I'm the one that's got to do it. I'm the one that turns the computer on for a show and maybe for a couple other things, and then it's like, all right, turn it off.
Yeah, I know.
Instead of tweaking with shit.
We are proud members of the Red 5 Network.
Members? We're proud members?
We are a proud member. Sorry, let me Yeah, you might want to.
Please get your shit together.
We are a proud member of the Red 5 Network. Go to red5network.com to find more exciting podcasts.
And to find all 39 Red 5 Network podcasts, go to bio.link/Red5. Red 5 Gaming Network, or Red 5 Network Gaming, go to bio.link/Red5 Gaming.
Yes.
And speaking of Red 5 Gaming, as far as I know, it's still on. Wednesday night under the Red 5 Network Gaming Twitch channel will be another fun gaming session with Techie, and we're going to be starting out with Mario Kart.
I'm possibly doing Jack in the Box games too.
No, it's called Jackbox.
Jackbox.
No,
game.
Equiblish is Quip. Yeah, something like that. That shit's funny.
Quip.
That one gets dirty quick.
Oh yeah.
One thing. So last week I joined in on my first run of racing with them on Mario Kart 8, and I realized something really quick. I don't do a lot of talking when I'm playing video games.
No, because you're more interested in what's going on in the video.
No,
game.
I'm more in tune to what I'm doing. Like,
yeah, exactly. You've always been that way.
Hold the controller.
Yeah, exactly.
Got that game face on.
Yeah.
Anyways, check out the Cantina family. Sidebar Cantina live every Monday night on YouTube at 5:30 p.m. Eastern, except for this last one they skipped. And you know what? I screwed up. Before we jump more into the Cantina crowd, I forgot to do one more thing. We did plug a little bit, but they are still on their road to the journey to Andor.
Yes.
Rogue One Radio goes on again, like I said, after us at 8 p.m. Eastern.
5 p.m. Pacific time.
Okay. We'll let Kim throw all that out. And I think...
Yes.
Watch, if you can't watch it, I think the Escape Pod is back this Wednesday. Anyways, the Escape Pod live every Pantless Wednesday, live on YouTube at 7:05 Eastern. I believe they are back this Wednesday night.
So,
which is about time. I'm happy Brady went on his little
summer
boat ride.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my fucking feet are staying straightly on ground. I do not want to be in a boat.
I think it'd be cool.
Oh, it's fine and dandy as long as you stay away from a goddamn iceberg.
That's true. That's true.
But then again, these motherfuckers have been flipping over and dumping on their sides and tires and shit. No. And then, I mean, no, we won't. All right.
Well, you got to realize they've got more lifeboats for everybody now.
Anyways, as always, join Don Del Snooch, Brady Big Lovin', and Dragon Buddy live every Wednesday night on YouTube, The Escape Pod.
Yep.
The Orange and Vet Show is only on Spotify. Tom, who was just in here a few minutes ago, is the Bronco Vet of the show with his brother, Orange Jacket Guy.
Yep.
And they're only on Spotify. I didn't look to see if they had a new episode downloaded. I apologize, Tom. Or uploaded, I should say. They upload and then we download.
Yeah.
And Swede, who the fuck knows what's going on with this guy?
I don't know.
You got Swede Studios, Big Swede's Excellent Adventure, and Tactical Swede, only on YouTube.
Yep.
And again, check him out.
Yes.
He's got a lot of good stuff out there.
Also check out on YouTube, Layman's Terms, on YouTube only.
Yep. Our buddy Keith Lehman.
Yep. He does anything from magic the game
to clean out his man cave
to clean out his man cave to just
and drinking beer
and drinking beer. Yep.
or drinking alcohol.
Yeah.
Also, check out Donzel Snooch and Luna Girl every, I think it's Saturdays.
Yes.
For Stranger Things Has Happened, and that is on YouTube, and they are going over Stranger Things.
They just wrapped up the finale.
Have they wrapped it up?
Yes, they wrapped. They last Saturday was they touched on the season 1 finale of Stranger Things.
All right, so now I'm almost with them.
Yes,
because I started watching it and then I couldn't stop watching it. You know this because you're like, "Are you coming to bed?" No.
Yeah, and then when in between phone calls, I could hear it.
And so finally, I'm just like, and then I decided I wanted to stop because, in case they ever want to have guests on.
Yeah.
I thought, well, you know what? They may only want guests that are first time watching it. So I stopped watching it, waiting for them to get caught up to where I'm at.
Yeah.
And then, that way, if they ever do reach out or say, hey, we want to have a guest on, but it's an hour show.
It is.
And of course, you get the live chat, so join in every Saturday. And of course, I don't have my notes on it. So my bad. What time?
Usually at 6 p.m. Eastern time.
6 p.m. Eastern? Okay.
Yeah, usually. Only reason why I know is because it starts just as I get off of work.
Oh, okay. And as a reminder, all links are in the show notes, pinned to the top of our Twitter page, or you can go to bio.link/useabusepod.
Yep.
And as always, we want to give a shout out to Jorka Voice from Las Vegas.
Yep. He also has a YouTube channel.
He does have a YouTube channel. And as always, with him, hashtag keep talking.
All right. Now on with the show.
That's a good song.
I know it's a good song.
It's a good song by Motley Crue.
Yeah.
And Women and Children First. All right. Well, before we go on with the show, we got news. We got a little bit of news to talk about.
Oh, yeah. This is quite interesting.
So I'm getting this from loudwire.com. It was written by, I got to take my glasses off because I can't see, Jordan Bloom. This was published on September 4th, 2022.
Yes.
Just recently. Back in August 2021, Spencer Eldon, the man who, as a 4-month-old baby, was photographed naked for the cover of Nirvana's Nevermind LP, sued the band for possessing and distributing commercial child pornography that resulted in Eldon suffering lifelong damages. Now, the grievance has been dismissed for a third and final time because its statute of limitations ran out. This Friday, September 2nd, U.S. District Court Judge Fernando Olguin ruled that Eldon waited too long to issue his lawsuit, effectively ending the year-long dispute and preventing Eldon from trying again for a fourth time. In short, I quote, this is the judge talking, or declared, in short, because it is undisputed that Eldon did not file his complaint within 10 years after he discovered a violation, the court concludes that his claim is untimely because the plaintiff had an opportunity to address the deficiencies in his complaint. Regarding the statute of limitations, the court is persuaded that it would be futile to afford plaintiff a fourth opportunity to file an amended complaint, end quote. In response, Brett Dexler, a lawyer for Nirvana, told Reuters, and I quote, "We are pleased that this meritless case has been brought to a speedy final conclusion," end quote. So there we go.
Yes.
Eldon can no longer sue Nirvana.
Nope, he cannot.
Because his parents made money off of him.
That's right.
You don't get to come back and say, "Oh no, I'm damaged." Yeah. Dude, you're fucking famous because of that.
Yeah.
And because you came out and bragged about it, and because you came out and got a tattoo of it, and all this other bullshit. That's exactly Shanti.
Yeah.
Who even really knew who the baby was unless the guy was shouting it from the rooftops. He probably ran out of money. Wanted to say. That's the thing is we, up until he came public about it,
Yeah, we didn't
no
know.
one knew who the
Knew.
kid was.
No, everybody knew him just as a kid.
Right. Everyone just knew it was a baby.
Yeah. There was no identity to the baby on the
No.
front of the album until
Oh,
he
not even in the liner notes.
Yeah, not
So there was no information about who he was
yeah.
until he came out. And then when he came out and did it, he freaking got publicity from it.
Yeah, he did.
Then as time goes on, oh, I want to sue now. I've been shut up. Anyways.
Yes, we know.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know.
He needed to shut the fuck up because it's a day late
And $1 short. See what I did there?
Because yeah, like they said, the statute of limitations is expired on it.
So let's talk about something else I've been doing recently.
Okay.
That I've been doing. You haven't. I mean, mainly because you haven't asked. But we watched episode 1 of She-Hulk.
Yes.
And then we stopped.
We did.
We hit the brakes.
Yes.
Because actually, before anyone said anything about it, I thought, well, maybe I should go get her history.
Yeah.
Through at least the She-Hulk comics.
Well, yeah.
So I went back on Marvel Unlimited, started reading the original series from like I think 80, 82. And now I'm on the I think it's 80, 89 one or 89 to 94. I don't remember. Let's see. Yeah, 89 to 94. And then from there, I will keep reading these comics until I'm caught up to where the comics are at now, where Premise is mimicking or with the TV show, and then I'll watch it.
Oh, okay.
One, that way I can give an honest opinion.
Well, yeah.
On what I think, and the thing was actually last week, might have been just over the weekend. I noticed that Danny and Nicole, Danny from Comics and Cosmetics, and Nicole from Rogue One Radio, they were chatting through Twitter, and I had noticed that Danny mentioned the same thing, that people should just go back and read the comics.
Yeah.
And that's when I pointed out that that's what I actually did after episode 1, because I wanted some history on the way she was reacting acting in the comics, because a lot of people are pretty, did she not wrapping her clothes? Or it's like, what do you guys want? You want her breasts hanging out?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, come on, man.
I know.
But, and then of course, you can't miss shit on Twitter.
No.
So, and again, everyone lost their shit over her twerking in her office. Like, whoopie fucking do. I mean, I saw a good counter to that one. And I won't call the person out, but she'll know who she is when I mention this, because there was a good argument about lawyers snorting cocaine in their fucking office.
Yeah.
Which I agree.
Yeah.
So what's worse, snorting cocaine or fucking twerking?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, but yeah, we'll get back into watching it once I get done caught up with the comics. We'll actually start watching it. Unless you want to read the comics.
I don't have access to them, so no.
I'm pretty sure I can give you my login.
So.
Did you want to read the comics?
Well, yeah, I'd like to.
Okay. I'll get you. We'll get you downloaded, and hopefully Marvel Unlimited don't have a shit fit about being logged in on 2 devices at the same time.
Well, I hope not, because otherwise I'm in trouble.
Not really. No, because at the same time, I'm not always. I mean, I go through spells where I read comics for a bit, and then I stop.
Yeah, I know.
Then I read again, then I stop. So, anyways, but yeah, I mean, as far as episode 1, we both liked the show.
Yeah, we did.
We thought it was funny as hell. We enjoyed it.
Yeah, we did.
But yeah, so that's kind of what's going on with us. Why we haven't really talked about She-Hulk since is because I'm going through and reading, like I said, the comics, and then we'll go back and watch the show itself.
Yes.
Anything else, Kim?
No.
That you can think about?
Nope.
Besides just jamming out lately to new music, old music. I mean, new music.
Yeah.
We listened to Demi Lovato's newest album. When did we listen to the full thing? We listened to a couple songs
on it, because it hasn't been released yet.
No, it's been released.
Oh,
it's fully released.
Okay.
But and it's called Holy Fuck.
Yeah.
one I already like the title, the name of the album.
Well, yeah. Well, and
But,
also it's a deep dive into a
right.
lot of what she went through.
It is. And on Apple, I mean, if you have Apple, there's actually a spot where when you go read about the album, she actually goes through track by track and explains to you why each of the tracks are written or what they're about, which is really cool.
Yeah, and it's so interesting because as you go through that, you'll notice each of the tracks is something that she had to deal with in her life.
Right. Yeah, I agree, Shanti. She definitely can sing. And yeah, I mean, I've listened. I know I've listened to her other album or other songs by her. I just can't remember them by right now with the names of them. But
I knew she sang, but I just knew her from. I knew of her, but I didn't know.
You're over there going.
That's because, sorry, but I got my water bottle here.
And by the way, if we're sniffling, it's not because we got COVID or because we're sick or whatnot. It is because allergies are kicking up.
Hey, yeah, due to the
monsoon season obviously makes weeds and all this shit flare up.
Yeah.
And then plus who knows what's coming in. And then of course, not only is the Pacific side of hurricane season kicking up, but so is the Atlantic side.
I know.
And Jesus Christ, like
I hate hurricane season.
I think I would have more hatred for it if I really was on like over on the eastern side of the United States, especially in Florida.
Well, they're
them, and then of course you got Texas and Louisiana and Alabama. All those are getting hit. The Gulf of Mexico states. I mean, and that's the worst part is like even Florida is on the Gulf of Mexico. So yeah, I mean, there's times where
they get hit from the Atlantic, you get hit from the Gulf of Mexico.
Right. I mean, I'm not sure how many storms actually go to the east when they form up in the Gulf of Mexico, but yeah. So again, it's hurricane season. So always, if you live in the area where it gets a lot of hurricanes or whatnot, just heed warnings. They tell you get the fuck out of Dodge. Get the fuck out of Dodge. Don't stick around.
Exactly.
Keep yourself safe and
yes.
You just remember. I mean, I would bawl my eye. If anything ever happened to the stuff we have, I would bawl my eyes out. Yes, but as long as we were alive, that's all we care about.
Yep.
Because that's all that matters to me.
That's right. Exactly.
But other than that, all right. Anything else? Any kidding, Kim?
Nope.
Kim got nothing.
Nope.
Kim got nothing. You know what? Before we move on, let's talk about what we're doing the rest of the month. So we are kind of lined up the rest of September.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, somewhere here. I also want to talk about what we're doing in October, which is next month. Can you believe we're almost October?
Well, I'm pretty sure that people are already starting to get their Halloween stuff now.
I'm pretty sure Christmas is already set up in stores.
I was going to bypass that, but yes, I am sure Walmart has now closed their garden center and it has become Christmas Town.
In September.
In September, yes.
It's like, let Halloween be Halloween, please.
Yeah.
Can we have Halloween, then Thanksgiving, and then we can worry about Christmas?
Yeah, because you got Halloween with this much space.
How much space?
With about this much space. If even that.
No. Oh, hell no. Oh, no. It's probably the biggest set of aisles I've seen this forever.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, it encompasses a lot of, especially our local Walmarts here.
Amazing.
It encompasses a lot.
Amazing because
space.
Amazing because when it comes to Halloween, they usually have very little space for Halloween. And the rest of it starts Christmas.
But yeah, as you say, in the garden center, especially at Walmart, they do.
They turn that whole garden center into Christmas Town. And then you've got just itty bitty space for Thanksgiving.
I lost it. Well, I guess we're not going to talk about it. When I find it, we'll talk about it. Oh, duh. Upcoming episodes 2022. All right. Anyways, so after this, so next week, you okay? So next week, we're going to talk and watch the movie Lean on Me.
Yes.
With Morgan Freeman. Great fucking movie.
Very good movie.
So we're gonna go because this week we're doing best school comedy.
Yes.
Then we're gonna go Leon Me drama,
Yes.
very good movie. And then we're gonna come back with another comedy on September 20th
Okay.
with Animal House.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen Animal House?
No.
Oh, this is gonna be golden, man. You've never seen Animal House?
No.
Oh shit. Okay. And then we're gonna come back on September 27th with The Breakfast Club.
That's
So obviously you can tell there is a theme to September.
yeah. It's called Back to School.
Right. I mean, I know everybody pretty much went to that school about a couple of weeks ago, but we're gonna hit it here in September. But then we're gonna get in October. Include me. What? I'll be back on Breakfast Club. So October 4th. You know what happens October 4th? You know what we're talking about on October 4th?
No.
Do you know what comes out September 30th on Disney Plus?
Yeah, Hocus Pocus too.
Well, that's what we're going to talk about on October 4th.
Okay.
So we're starting off the month of October with Hocus Pocus 2.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Animal House.
Okay. Oh, Animal House. Okay.
Yeah.
Write that down. And then we're going to come back October 11th, right?
Uh-huh.
With An American Werewolf in London. You'll see there's a trend here too to make sure we don't scare the shit out of you too much. October 18th will be Halloween Town. You requested to do that one.
Yes.
I've not seen it. So again, there's something I haven't seen. And then October 25th, we're going to talk about both. I think it's 1994 and then the recent, not really recent anymore, I think it was a couple of years ago now, release of the Stand TV movies by Stephen King.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about both. We're going to talk about what we like about both. We're going to also talk about if there's any dislikes of both. But that's what we got coming up. And then, of course, November, we're hitting our Patreons. And then December, we'll figure it out. But yeah, we'll get something set up with okay, I love Halloween too. I love Halloween Town. Hey. It's one of Shanti's top 10 comedy. I agree. I definitely agree. Animal House is definitely a top 10 comedy.
Yeah. I put it in the notes. So it says Animal House with General Shinobi.
There you go. All right. Anyways, let's get into Back to School with one of the funny men of comedy back in the, well, for Rodney, it was 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s.
Yep.
No respect. No respect. I can't do it. I can't do Rodney, so I'm going to try.
I know.
But yeah, let's talk about Back to School. You ready to talk about Back to School, Kim?
Yes.
Ready to talk about this movie?
Yes.
That you busted up laughing on.
I'm sorry, it was funny.
Well, no, I'm not saying it wasn't funny. I'm not saying it wasn't funny.
But some of those TV spots he had for his business.
Anyway, so let's go ahead and let me go over the writers first. Screenplay was written by Stephen Chapman. Also, screenplay was written by William Porter. Story was written by Dennis Snee. Another person they marked down as writing credits on screenplay. PJ Torokev. My bad. I hit the wrong button. Screenplay also Harold Ramis.
Yes.
Rodney Dangerfield says story by Greg Fields. It was directed by Alan Metter. He passed away in June 7, 2020 at the age of 77. He grew up in the Boston area, lived in the Hollywood Hills for most of his adult life, and moved to South Florida in 2009. Anyways, he's best known for Back to School, Police Academy, Girls Just Want to Have Fun, and a Richard Pryor funny movie.
Oh, okay.
Just what he's really known for, but I mean, there's obviously more director movies he's done.
Yeah.
Including Passport to Paris. I'm just scrolling through some of these really quick. Looks like he's done most of the Police Academy movies.
Yeah.
Or no, he also did. The one where Police Academy went to Boston or Moscow. My God, they went to Boston. And he's also done. Oh, that's interesting. 78. He did a Steve Martin comedy, and then he also did. Looks like maybe music videos for Olivia Newton-John.
Oh wow.
So yeah, music video for Deeper Than the Night. Let me grab these other ones real quick. That's kind of cool that he did those. No, that was Deeper Than the Night. A Little More Love and Totally Hot.
Okay.
So just give you an idea who this guy was. He was also born in 42, so
BYT says She-Hulk's been fun.
cool. Yeah, I mean, I've seemed to get that from a lot of people. Anyways, let me go ahead and get into this hypnosis because I'm sure I'm going to start reading this and Kim will be like, ah!
Probably.
She always does. So just in case you haven't seen Back to School, this movie came out in 1986. It was released the same weekend as Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yes.
We will talk about that a little bit here in a minute because while these two came out at the same time, this one actually was better in the box office than Ferris, which shocking to me.
Very much shocking.
But then again, that happened to a lot of movies in the 80s.
Yeah.
Where they didn't have a great run in the box office.
But yet they had
but they go to like HBO or even VHS rentals and they become bigger than what they were.
Yeah.
So again,
yeah,
it happens.
It does.
But we're gonna talk about because one of the actresses in Back to School was also in Ferris.
Yes.
So how would you like to be her?
Wrapping up one movie and going.
No, both movies come out the same time, same weekend.
Yeah.
That would suck.
That would.
Anyways, Thornton Mellon, played by Rodney Dangerfield, he doesn't say that, I just put that out, is a successful, wealthy businessman who owns a nationwide chain of clothing stores for overweight people. See, I actually did it wrong there because it should actually be overweight and tall people.
Yeah.
Mellon himself came from humble beginnings where his father pushed him to succeed in school. However, Mellon himself, despite his sharp business skills, never attended college. At a meeting of his top staff, he accepts a few new investment ventures and suggests modifying a few more when his son Jason calls him. Now that's where they were doing what the Cabbage Patch Kid.
Yes.
What else they have?
They had
I don't remember.
I don't either.
The big.
Yeah, because
And what was it? Oh, and instead of being orphans, they're going to be abandoned.
Then yeah.
Again, funny in '86, probably not as funny today.
Yeah, but it was funny when this movie came out.
Jason is a student. This is his son at the prestigious school, Grand Lakes University. His father asks him how he's doing with his studies, if he's enjoying being in a fraternity, and if he's doing well as part of the diving team. Jason tells him all is fine, but he's actually lying to his father. He isn't in a frat, and he's only the towel boy for the diving team. Mellon's snooty, mean, spendthrift second wife, Vanessa, holds a dinner party for her rich friends at their luxurious home. Thornton mentions that nearly all the people who attend are only there for free food and drink and want to smooch her for donations. While he raises the fridge for a beer, he catches Vanessa in a tryst with another man, Giorgio. Thornton has known about the affair for some time, and when Vanessa demands a divorce, he presents her with papers and shows her several Polaroids of her having sex with Giorgio.
Yes, which pisses her off.
After the party, he practices diving in his pool. Thornton talks to his personal aide and bodyguard, Lou, about how he's let Vanessa weaken his relationship with Jason. He decides he's going to make a surprise visit to Grand Lakes to see his son. When they arrive, Thornton goes to the wrong Greek house. It's a sorority house and finds out that Jason isn't in a frat or on the diving team. What? You look like you got something to say.
I just think it's
Like when he goes in and it is a sorority, and he goes up into the shower area, and there's a chick taking a shower, and opens the door. Oh, sorry, I didn't see a thing, and then he opens it back up. Honey, you're perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God. And then of course they have the security guard where he explained it was just a misunderstanding. The security guard agrees. Then Thornton gives him a wad full of cash.
Yeah.
Because he first says, here's some money for you and your kids. Oh, I don't have any kids. Oh, here.
Yeah. Tells him to go find someone to have.
Go get some kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when they arrive, Thornton goes through. Okay, that's where we're at. Jason tells him that he's unhappy at the university because he hasn't made very many friends, and the frats and the diving team don't want him as a member. Thornton tells him
The coach don't want him as a member either.
Thornton tells him that he needs to stay in college so he can be successful in life. He also tells Jason that he'll join him for a semester at the university, enrolling as a freshman.
Yes, but they forgot to mention one thing.
Go ahead.
His friend, his name is Derek, and he
By the way, Derek is played by
Robert Downey Jr., who later became Iron Man.
Right, but he was also in Weird Science.
Yes, and Jason states, "I've only got one friend, and that's Derek, and he has none."
Yeah,
and Derek's got this wild hair, purple, red, anything you can.
that was purple. I think first time it was like purple and pink.
Yeah, purple and pink,
Pinkish.
and then it went into purple and red, and
Then blue. Throughout the movie.
Yeah, throughout the movie.
I noticed a couple times where I'm like, well, what happened to his hair color?
Yeah.
It was just normal.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So they forgot that.
Keep talking.
And so then they go down to registration after he decides to go for a semester.
All right, well, hold on before we get there. Thornton has no record of his academic achievements to qualify as a student, so he persuades the school's academic dean, Dean Martin, who's actually played by what's that guy's name? See, this is why you have two of these up. I know I'll find it. Ned Beatty, who played. Those of you that have seen the Christopher Reeve Superman,
yes,
he was Lex Luthor's
henchman.
Well, he really wasn't a henchman. He was a goddamn goofball.
Goofball, yeah, he was Lex Luthor's goofball.
Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor's.
This isn't WWE or WCW.
Lex Luthor's comedic henchman.
Okay, you're gonna go comedic henchman.
Yes.
Got it.
Well, he couldn't do anything right that Lex asked him to do. He'd always screw it up somehow.
Dude, my favorite one is, I think it's in the second Superman, where they're trying to escape prison. And he's trying to climb up on the hot air balloon.
Yeah.
And it keeps pulling it down because, he's a portly gentleman.
Yeah.
And finally, like, they just chop off the fucking ladder to leave him there in prison.
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite one. My favorite shit that he does.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Luther. Mr. Luther.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So after persuade the dean, his name is Dean Martin. When we get into trivia, there's some kind of interesting, cool things about why this guy was called Dean Martin in this movie.
Okay.
Anyways, by donating money to construct a new building that will house the Thornton Mellon School of Business, the school's dean of the business department, Philip Barbie, is appalled that Thornton is able to bribe his way into Grand Lakes. Thornton counters by saying that he has real-world business experience and trumps Barbie's academic credentials. Go ahead. You want to talk about the groundbreaking?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So they go to this groundbreaking ceremony.
Philip, it was a lot of money.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So they groundbreak at this whole speech is concluded. And then here comes Philip.
Oh, hey, DB. Good job, Kim. You're not watching, paying attention to the chat either.
I'm sorry, I need to get my shit together, don't I?
Please get your shit together.
See, unlike Jason, I can pretty much hit that fucking button quick.
Oh, no, you can't.
Fucking Dave tees up Jason for like their 94 shit, right? Or something. Or 30, or yeah, I'm 37, right? And like Jason, like,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So then this whole rigmarole of a speech is done. Then Philip comes up and tells him he doesn't think this is a good idea. The dean says it's a lot of money he donated. So then he gives Thornton the ceremonial shovel to do the ceremonial dirt. So he picks a shovel of dirt and just happens to roll it over his shoulder into Philip's car.
Oh yeah, that was comical. All right, Evie, have a safe drive home, brother.
Yes.
He says he's gonna lose service for a bit, so told us have a great show.
So then this dirt goes over here and Philip ain't happy at all. Not at all.
Okay, now we'll get to the next part.
Yes.
Because this is where we're at. Thornton, Jason, and it should say whatever Jason's buddy's name is. Derek. Register for classes.
This is one of the great parts of the movie. They go down and register, and just like a normal university, a renowned university, you got all these students wanting to register. I can't remember
Lines of people.
Yeah, I can't remember what the funny comment was that he made though, but it was something funny about it's like being, I can't remember.
Oh fuck yeah, right.
I can't remember.
Go ahead.
So that funny comment, and then you see Lou and him go over to get to this line, get this paper, and write something down. You don't know what they write down.
It's not a piece of paper. It's a friggin'
Yeah, it's like a poster board thing, and writes it down, and you don't know what it is. And the next thing you know, the whole registration thing clears out, follows him out, and Lou's holding Bruce Springsteen. And the students are going, "Where's Bruce Springsteen? Where is he?" And all Lou can say was, "I just told to pick him up here."
Go ahead, keep talking.
And so then
I'm trying to see if they actually have it.
Yeah, and so then they end up registering for college. They go to buy the books, and all students buy used books because one, they're cheaper. Of course, Jason says they've also got markings in them too, but and so Thornton comes in and says, "Why are you buying used books?" "Because they got markings in them, Dad." "No, give these guys brand new books."
Yeah.
"And I want this many of the sweaters and this many pendants." And yeah, he literally buys most of what was in that bookstore, student bookstore. And in the meantime, he's going to stay in the dorms with his son. So then he's got this painter, carpenter, whatever it is, coming out that he pays extra for a hefty tip, and tells him it's for, I think he has kids, for him and his kids. Goes in, you see 404, 405, and 406. Well, there are three different doors, and you think, well, they're three different dorms. You open all three of them, they all go to one big, huge dorm room that has a dishwasher, a study area, a couch. I mean, everything that would make any.
Oh, fuck! It'd be like a five. I mean, it could be like the upper, like a penthouse.
Yeah.
Or an upper suite at a Vegas casino.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So they're in here, and they're got, like I said, little spaces for studying and stuff, and so he starts classes. Well, he goes to the economics class with this Phil dude, and he's trying to teach the economics, but he's doing it in a different way because he's not happy that Thornton's in his class. So then he tries to explain to the students, okay, this is a cost like the construction, the can't remember all of what it was, but anyway, the cost of starting this future business. So he didn't say what this business was going to be. So Thornton says, what are we selling? He says nothing. It's all fictional. So he says, he says apples. Okay, we'll sell apples. No, it was typewriters. That's what it was, typewriters. And he says, okay. And so they figure this all out. And he says, well, yeah, that's not going to work because you got to take into consideration the cost of the product, how to manufacture it, plus the zoning, everything that it takes to open a business. And Phil does not like his comment.
Well, no, because Phil's trying to teach book economics.
Book economics, and Thornton's been in the real world. So he knows what it's like. So him and Thornton just clash.
Well, because Thornton's talking about, you got to pad this politician, that politician, this department, that, which
it's true.
It's true, especially in the bigger cities.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, you're going to have to pad some people's pockets.
Yeah, you are. It's so it just clashes. He clashes so bad with this economics teacher. So I can't remember. I don't know if it's the diving team after that or what. I can't remember what it was after that. Diving or a scientist. I can't remember what it was, but yeah. When we get back to the synopsis, I'll probably tell you what I missed.
Well, one thing I want to talk about is Professor Turkison.
Oh, that's the science teacher.
No, that's the history teacher.
Oh yeah, the history
played by the late great Sam Kinison.
Yeah, that's right. That's the history teacher. The one that Jason says he's been committed.
Right.
He starts talking about the Vietnam War. And one of the students says
so here's the line. Okay, so after the female student answered correct, they don't have actually what she said, but she pretty much gave the book edition of what happened during the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
And then he's all, is she right? Because I know that's the popular version of what went on there. And a lot of people like to believe that. I wish I could, but I was there. I wasn't here in the classroom hoping I was right, thinking about it. I was up to my knees in rice paddies with guns that didn't work, going in looking for Charlie, slugging it out with him while while pussies like you were back here partying, putting headbands on, doing drugs, and listening to goddamn Beatle albums. Sam Kinison. I tried to do that as best. Fuck my throat up too. Great. And then Thornton responds, "Hey, Professor, take it easy. These kids were in grade school at the time. And as for me, I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover." And I wish they put the full one there because the whole exchange is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, because he asked him about the Korean War, and he says, "No, I don't know anything about the Korean War." And then he spats off.
No. He asked him about the Korean War, and he asked him, and then he said pretty much Truman was being a pussy.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And he ends up liking that answer.
And then at the end of it, he says, teacher really cares about what? I have no idea. But yeah, I mean, and one of the trivia points, I will give this one away, is I didn't really pay attention to that because I didn't know about it. But I guess on the pull away shot of that, you can actually see Rodney Dangerfield laughing when Sam Kinnison's going off on him because Rodney, they did like 2 or 3 takes and Rodney could not stop laughing because he loves Sam that much. And, and because that was Sam's gig, was that fucking screaming shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, but oh my gosh, yeah. But anyways.
And then that English teacher, oh man, he falls
played by Sally Kellerman.
Yeah.
Who played Hot Luke's Houlihan in the original movie MASH.
Yep. So then he goes into English class and she starts reading this story. So of course
By
his
James Joyce. It was a
Yeah, by-
passage out of a book.
book by James Joyce. So of course, his idea.
This is where this one fucking lost her. This is why this is why she started giggling right at the beginning of the show. She thought of this scene again. So here we go. Can she make it through it? We're gonna find out.
I doubt it. So then his brain starts wandering, and you see him on this picnic, and getting to know each other, and so he's imagining all this, him and her together, and this, that, and then he stands up and says, "Yes, yes."
All right, so
It was so funny because he feels so hard for her. Go ahead.
so again, they register for class. Both take Barbie's business course. In the first class, Thornton counters every point Barbie makes about his lesson plan for the semester, where they learn about theory of building a fictional company that they will make and sell a product. Of course, one of the things he points out is, well, what's the product?
Yeah.
And first thing Barbie says is tape recorders. The Chinese will kill us on overhead, you know. And so then he goes, a widget. He goes, what's a widget? It's a fictional company, a fictional product.
Yeah.
And then, so yeah, there's this one point where like you said, he was countering everything, the fuck, you know, talking about all the politician shit. And then Barbie comes, the dean of business comes up and like pretty much says, well, this is not how we're going to conduct it in this class, you know, and the, you know, and then as he's walking back away,
you can see these students take these notes.
Well, right,
that he just said.
Right. Students are taking down notes what Melon is saying.
Yeah, what Melon said.
And then Barbie gets back down and says, now let's talk about where we're going to build this. And Thornton pops up, how about Fantasyland?
Yeah.
Anyways, later, Thornton and Jason attend a literature class taught by Diane Turner, who are you talking about, whom Thornton embarrassingly falls for immediately. Though she's seen Barbie, she seems to enjoy Thornton's freewheeling personality and dates him as well. When Thornton forgets that he's supposed to meet Jason for a study session, Jason instead meets with a young woman who he's smitten with, Valerie, and their bond, despite Valerie's attachment to a snobby student, Chaz.
Oh, Chaz. I hate Chaz.
Why do you hate Chaz?
Because he is just...
Okay, let me ask you this. Is your hatred for Chaz because of this movie, or is it because of a previous movie?
It wasn't so much this movie as it was the character that he played in this movie. He played a snobby fucking asshole.
Okay. And in The Karate Kid, he played the same snobby type asshole.
No, yes. I hate his character. I don't hate the actor. I just hate the character. And both of them. Because the snobby asshole he played in The Karate Kid ended up getting his ass beat.
Right. And of course, he's reprised that role now in Cobra Kai.
Yes, he has. And then the snobby asshole he plays in Back to School, he ends up losing the girl.
Yeah. Any more?
Nope.
That's all you got.
Well, and then he ends up telling a bunch of lies to Jason, saying that his daddy bought his way into him on the diving team, and Jason takes offense to it, believing him.
Well, it's because, Jason believed him.
Jason believed him, which then that just starts a rift in their relationship. And so it was like really, really bad. So then this is the funny part too. Then it's midterms. They're all preparing for midterms. Well, Sorority Row has this big, huge party every year. It's supposed to be the party of the decade. Here they walk in dressed as caveman, cavewoman. Him and Vanessa.
And by the way, the actor that we were talking about is William. Oh my God, William Zabka.
Yeah.
So he played the protagonist in Karate Kid.
Yes, he did. And so in walks him and Vanessa as cave woman, caveman, and barely, probably 10 people, if even that. And so he asked, well, I thought this was supposed to be the party of the decade. Oh, well, somebody else is throwing a party. And that's when he asks who, and he says, Thornton's throwing a party. So then Vanessa says, well, let's go. I'm bored here. And he says, no. So she leaves, and then it pans back to this party where you see Jason under the lamp, just sunglasses and a beer and stuff. And Derek is on the floor carrying on, and Thornton comes over and says, stand up, Eric.
Derek.
Yeah, stand up, Derek. I can't remember, something to do with
You're the you're the poster child for birth control.
Yeah, you're the poster.
Because Robert Downey Jr. is down on the ground, just like freaking out, got his legs in the air and just shaking it. Yeah.
So then he gets right up, behaves himself, and he goes and Thornton tries to talk to Jason, and Jason storms out the door while this party's going. So then as he storms out the door, you see him at another spot on campus, and in comes Vanessa.
Okay, so you're talking about Thornton's party after the dive match. So rewind back to the bar for a minute.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Because Thornton tells the waitress, now this is, this is before. He goes up to the bar, meets a couple young girls, brings them back to the table for him and Lou, who, again, we forgot to mention, Lou is played by Burt Young, which if you've seen Rocky,
yes,
he played Rocky's brother-in-law.
Yes.
Or if you've seen Convoy, then you also know he played Pigpen.
Pigpen, yep.
Anyways, Thornton tells, as he brings the girls back to the table, then a waitress comes by and he mentions to her, tells her to bring us a pitcher of beer every 7 minutes until someone passes out, and then bring one every 10 minutes.
Yeah. So then,
anyways, back to where you're at the main party.
Yeah, but we're going back to the bar.
No, we're not.
Yeah, because that's the bar fight.
Yeah, you're right. There is the bar fight.
Yeah. So then,
but we really talk about why was there a bar fight?
Because there was a pep rally the night before.
No, there was a pep rally that night.
Yeah,
for the football team.
Yeah, there was a pep rally that night.
And Derek decided to go. He pretty much. How do you put it? He put pretty much
anti-pep rally.
Right, so the anti-pep rally, because they're saying that football is like nuclear war.
Yeah. So then
So they douse the football team and shit.
Yeah, they do. So then the football team comes in, and Derek's in there, and the football team sees Derek. And
after Chaz tells them they're there.
Yeah, after Chaz tells them they're there, that he's there. So then they walk up to Derek. I can't remember the whole confrontation of it, but then Thornton walks in and says, enough. And then basically the football team says, what, you can do anything about it? And
here we go. Here's the exchange between Derek and the team.
Okay.
So the player that's got green slime all over him walks up. Hey, Lutz, you know who I am? Derek responds, let me see. Protruding super orbital ridges. At that point, the football player picks up Derek by his shirt. Small crane, 1300cc brain. Neanderthal man. And then the player says to Jason, I want you to call his mother. You tell her he's never coming home. Jason then replies, whoa, hold it. You're sure you even got the right guy? I mean, look, how many people got blue hair these days, Player one, then shut up, meathead. Then Thornton comes in. Hey, take it easy, will you? I mean, the war's over. Get new parts for your head.
That was a funny part.
Player one, yeah. You want to make something of it? Thornton replies, oh, no. I'd never get physical. I just get upset. And when I get upset, he points to Lou, he gets physical. Lou then stands up, or as he's getting out of the seat, crushes the metal napkin holder, which is easy because they're fucking made of tin, and crushes it with one hand. Lou stepping up to the player, you got a problem? Player then says, no, I haven't got a problem. Lou then says, Well, now you do, and punches him, and in starts the fucking bar fight.
Yep.
Anyways,
And then during the bar fight, Thornton and the waitress is out of the way drinking beer.
no, Thornton drinks a beer, and somebody gets thrown at him, but you're thinking of Jason is on the floor under a table with one of the waitresses, and they're sharing a beer.
Yeah.
Which is actually a smart idea.
Uh-huh.
I mean, why should you?
Yeah.
Why get into it?
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Anything else, Kim?
No,
You sure?
I'm positive.
All right, so we're at the wall party. So after the wait a minute, where we at here? Let me make sure I got where we're at here. Thornton also connects with the school's diving coach
Yes.
and the man who knew Thornton when he was an entertainment diver on a pier in Atlantic City.
Yes.
The coach tells him that Jason tried out for the team but didn't do well. Thornton has Jason execute a difficult dive for the coach on the spot. Thornton soon finds that he likes the fun aspects of college, hanging out at bars, throwing parties, smoozing with female co-eds, but he doesn't like the academic work involved. He brings in his senior staff and hires people from scientific corporations to do his class work for him.
Oh, we forgot part of the party.
Hang on. Jason is angered with it when his father presents him with an astronomy paper that Jason wants to do himself. Jason becomes further disillusioned with his father when, after he makes the diving team, that his father might have persuaded the coach to let him join. One night during a wild party thrown by Thornton in the dorm room, he had luxuriously renovated. Blah, blah, blah. Thornton is caught in the hot tub by Diane with several young women.
And he pops up and says, "Oh, that's marine biology."
Right, but I think the one line for me is, "Hey, we can't have a hot tub without bubbles. Bubbles, get in here."
Yeah.
But yeah, his relationship with her is further hurt when she reads the paper he turned in on Kurt Vonnegut, saying that he couldn't possibly have written it himself and that the person who wrote it for him didn't know anything about Vonnegut. Thornton had called in Vonnegut himself, who appears in a cameo for assistance.
Mm-hmm.
Barbie soon goes to Dean Martin with charges leveled against Thornton for academic fraud.
Yep.
Thornton lies and insists the work he did was his own, but Barbie trumps his claim by suggesting that Thornton's final exams be given to him in oral format, so he can't cheat. Thornton begins to pack, wanting to leave. Jason convinces him to stay. And
that is after Lou talks to him, though.
You're right. Lou talks
to him,
Jason.
To Jason and says, "Your father loves you, just like I loved my two boys. I put one through war."
No, I put one through college.
And one through the war.
A wall.
Yeah, one through a wall. Yeah. One through a wall. And that's when he says, "Your father really does truly love you. Now it's your turn to help him."
Are we still live on YouTube?
Yeah, we're still live.
Okay.
Why?
Because I just got an email from our website saying that they could watch this video. Which is weird because usually I don't get those until after we end the stream.
Yeah, that's weird.
All right, anyways, don't matter. As long as you saw us moving on there, we're good.
Yeah, I do.
So anyways, Jason convinces him to stay and that he and his roommate Derek and Lou will help him cram for his exams. You want to talk about cramming for exams?
Oh, jeez. Yes.
So
cramming for exams. That's so he goes,
understatement.
Is an understatement in his. So then he goes to the library early morning, spends the night at the library studying. Then he has the English teacher help him study. Then he is basically up all night studying.
Right. They show one scene where he's in the shower. Jason's in there wearing fucking rain gear.
Yeah.
Got a book covered in plastic. And Thornton's holding a cup of coffee, trying to read the book at the same time.
Yeah.
And then another scene, he's making a cup of coffee that morning.
And
first he puts the water in the cup.
Yeah.
Then grabs the sugar bowl. And grabs the sugar, puts it on his hand.
Yeah.
Then grabs a jar of coffee grounds.
Yeah. And licks the sugar off his hand.
And then, yeah. And then drinks the hot water.
Yeah.
Like, oh, good God, man.
Yeah.
You're definitely tired.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, that cramming for exams. Holy shit.
And then when he goes to get his massage, he's got Jason.
Oh yeah, Luke gives him his
his
massages.
So
Jason's holding the book, looking up.
Then turns
When Luke tells him to turn over, Derek's underneath, holding the book like this, and Thornton thumbs to the pages around, and yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he definitely crammed for exams.
Yeah, he did.
When Thornton's big day arrives, he's exhausted. Barbe starts the proceedings, giving Thornton a grueling single question composed of 27 sections. Thornton, and by the way, he's told by the dean that if you miss just one question, you will be expelled.
Yeah.
So of course, the dean of business dude, I've got one question for you. Thornton goes, in 27 parts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, fuck.
And that's after he'd fallen asleep during all this.
Right.
And he woke up and answers the question and says, did I get it right? And they said, we haven't even started yet.
Right. So then so after he gets all 27, then Thornton persists and answers all the parts correctly. When he wants to give up, Diane asks him to recite Dylan Thomas's "Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night." Thornton gets a boost and finishes his exams. The Grand Lakes diving team has a match that same day. Jason does very well, earning high points, while Thornton watches and waits for his exam results. When the team begins to fall behind their rivals, the diving coach calls. Okay, so Chaz is climbing up for his second dive.
Hold on before we kill that.
You're going to talk about what Derek did to the other team?
Yes.
Okay.
So the other team was diving, and they were actually champions.
Well, but Derek goes, you know what you never see at a diving meet? And Lou's like, what's that? Hecklers.
Yeah.
So, like she's saying, the other teams, they got a guy up on the deal, and it's about ready, just as he's getting ready to dive, Derek blows a fucking air horn. Makes him fuck up.
Yeah.
And then the next guy comes up,
after the announcer says no noise from the crowd. So then
then Lou goes, I like you, kid.
Yeah.
And then the next guy comes up, he pulls out a fucking mirror and starts aiming the mirror into the guy's eyes.
Yeah. That really fucks his dive up. So the first guy got like a 6 and the second guy got like a 2.
Right. So Chaz goes up for his first dive and actually does not do well for once.
No, he doesn't.
And he's not happy about it anyway. So like we said, Jason goes up there, executes a dive, gets high scores. 2 9s and a 10?
Yeah, 2 9s and a 10.
And then Chaz is at that point climbing up. And it's about halfway up. Ow!
Yeah.
I got a really bad cramp.
Yeah.
And so the coach then notices Thornton sitting in the audience and starts yelling for him. He's like, no, because Thornton's an older man.
Yeah.
And
this is because he has to have a fill-in for Chaz.
Right. So he comes out and he pretty much butters up the fucking judge saying, yeah, he's on my substitute list,
which I'll get to you.
I'll get to you afterwards. I don't have it with me right now.
Exactly.
And so then as Thornton runs by, starts climbing up, what dive is he going to do? And we didn't talk about this earlier when Thornton was there talking to coach, and what they were talking about was the coach had mentioned he saw this guy dive in Atlantic City do this thing called the Triple Lindy.
Yeah.
And Thornton said it was him.
Yeah.
So the dive coach tells the judge that he's going to do the Triple Lindy.
Yes.
Which then here comes Diane, the teacher he's in love with.
Yes.
She's got his results.
Yeah.
She goes to sit down because she realizes he's going to dive first. And she asks, is this a dangerous, or is this a hard dive? And the guy says, nobody can do it.
Yeah.
It's dangerous because nobody can do it.
Do it, yeah.
Not realizing that the guy up there is the guy that can do it.
Do it, yeah.
So they install, they even mentioned, they mentioned they're going to install a couple extra springboards. He obviously gets up there, does the fart through the arms first.
Oh, yeah.
And then sucks his thumb and
figures out which way the wind
gets all the wind, gets all the wind and whatnot. And then starts his fucking dive.
Yeah.
Hits it perfect, gets perfect 10s. Everybody's happy because the coach finally gets a win.
Yeah.
That was the other thing. The diving coach said he was on the longest streak.
Longest not winless streak yet.
Yeah, winless streak in this college area. So finally gets a win. Everybody comes over, hugs, and Diane comes over with the paper, and he's like, do I even want to know? And she's like, you passed all your classes.
Yes.
You got what? All D's
and 1A.
And 1A.
And then
he goes, well, do I know who gave me the A? And she goes, I did.
Yeah.
And of course. Well, of course, I mean, I'm sure part of his grade had to be extracurricular.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, if you give it, no, I'm joking. Anyways, so the team again. So Thornton poolside to execute his famous triple Lindy dive from his Atlantic City days. Thornton is reluctant, but Lou talks him into it. Thornton executes a dive involving bouncing on several diving boards on 3 different levels of the platform, and the team wins the match. Diane finds him again. I just said this, telling him he earned all D's in the classes and won A from her. Thornton is allowed to give a humorous address to the graduating class. He tells them to stay in college and become successful, drawing laughter from the crowd, but he also tells them to stay at move back home and let your parents deal with you.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, if you haven't not seen it, go watch it. It's friggin' hilarious. It's Rodney. I mean, if you grew up in the 80s and you know who Rodney Dangerfield is, you're gonna enjoy the hell out of it.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go over some of the trivia real quick. In the original script, Rodney Dangerfield's character, Thornton Mellon, was poor, but Harold Ramis suggested that it be changed to make him rich. When Thornton talks to Kurt Vonnegut Jr. over the phone, the last thing he says before hanging up is, "Next time I'll call Robert Ludlum." Spy novelist Ludlum was one of Rodney Dangerfield's real-life neighbors at the time.
Wow.
During the scene where Thornton, I talked about this earlier, is in Professor Turkison's class, or history class, where Turkison picks up the desk and throws it across the room while yelling at Thornton. If you look really closely, you can see that Rodney Dangerfield is laughing while Sam Kinison is yelling at him, trying to get him to answer the question about the Korean War. This take was ultimately left in the movie because Dangerfield had such a hard time keeping a straight face during his scene with Kinison that eventually Alan Metter decided to leave him laughing from a far distance in the final cut. Like his character in his youth, Rodney Dangerfield was an acrobatic high diver in real life.
Yes.
This was the 6th highest grossing film in 1986 and the 2nd highest grossing comedy of the year after Crocodile Dundee. Diane's house is the same as the one used for the Doyle house where Jamie Lee Curtis babysat in Halloween 1978.
Okay.
Due to Rodney Dangerfield's contractual obligations with Miller Brewing Company and his appearances in Miller Lite beer commercials at the time, only Miller beer was allowed to be shown in certain scenes. When Dangerfield goes to get a beer out of the refrigerator during the party at his house and during the large party at the college when the police arrive with extra beer.
Yeah, we forgot to mention that.
Right. We'll go back. In an interview with the AV Club, William Zabka revealed that he tried to make Chaz funnier and less of a bully. I quote, "So I actually put a funny walk and I had a scarf on a bunch of times. I made him way more funny than he actually turned out in the film. They cut out most of my funny. In fact, the director pulled me aside one day and said, 'We need you to be more like the guy you did in The Karate Kid. You're coming off too likable and funny,' end quote."
Yes, back at the party, Phil and the English teacher pull up because they want to she wants to investigate this. She calls it, can't remember what she calls it, but she calls it something. And then the police show up and Phil says, "Well, I'm not the only one that's sick of the noise." So they pull up and all of them are carrying 2 cases of booze, one of them, yes, being Miller Lite beer, into this party.
Yep. The original music score for the movie was composed by band leader Danny Elfman of Boingo Boingo. The band was featured during performing their song Dead Man's Party at Thornton Mellon's dorm party.
Yep.
And then Kim, last night after we watched the movie, and I mentioned that to her, she had that look like she recognized the name Danny Elfman, but couldn't remember why. So then we went on a little musical journey where I played pretty much the opening track from a lot of his movies.
Yes.
Which she was shocked that she had seen most of them.
Yes. I was really shocked.
The room in which Thornton Mellon takes his 3-hour oral exam is the same room in which Alex Owens makes her successful dance audition in Flashdance 1983.
Yep. The table and everything, because the judges are sitting there tapping their feet once she turns the record on.
William Zabka and Rodney Dangerfield first met early one morning in Madison's Wisconsin hotel elevator. Dangerfield wore a blue robe with his hair sticking up. After Zabka introduced himself, he asked Dangerfield why he was in a robe, and I quote, "I gotta get in the sauna. I gotta get the pot out of my lungs. You're young. You can handle it. But me, I gotta get it out," end quote. Sally Kellering got the impression that the star of the movie was a very serious guy on set. She noted that he wrote notes in his script every night sitting in his robe. Most of the outdoor scenes at college were shot on location at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Also, some of the classroom scenes were at California State University of Los Angeles. The song playing at Chaz's fraternity party is Everybody's Crazy, a song from Michael Bolton's days as a metal singer.
Wow.
University of Wisconsin-Madison. No, I remember one of that. My bad. Rodney Dangerfield's character and Thornton Mellon both were truck drivers in their younger days.
Oh, wow.
Back to School is the most successful movie at the U.S. box office, not to get a theatrical release in the United Kingdom.
Wow.
The sound made by the soundboard when Derek starts experimenting with it at the dorm party is the same sound made by the proton packs in Ghostbusters.
Yes.
There's one more I wanted to read. I can't find it. Here it is. Now, not sure this is really trivia or if it's rumor, but this is interesting. We actually just listened to the song before we started the show.
Yes.
Alice Cooper's song, The Greatest American Success Story, on the album Constrictor, was apparently intended to be the theme song of this movie. Its lyrics summarize the plot and include, "He don't get no respect," and the chorus leads off with the phrase, "back to school." The song was not used in the film, and there's no mention of the connection in the liner notes of the album. And it's one of two movies released in 1986 to feature the song Twist and Shout. Of course, the other movie was Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yes.
And yeah, I think it was about all we're gonna. Oh, and this was the first time that William Zabka realized that he might be typecast as villains. Oh, one last thing. This one I found really interesting. The soundtrack was only released on the LP format, in other words, vinyl record.
Yeah.
But the score was later released with selections from the score of Pee-wee's Big Adventure on CD. So
yeah.
eventually they put this and Pee-wee's Big Adventure
together
with selections from both and put it on a CD.
Yep.
Anyways, you got anything else, Kim?
No, I do not.
Besides, you like this movie?
Oh, yes, I do.
Anything else? You got anything else? Oh, that's the other one right there. Because of the Twist and Shout song, a popular music video featuring the Twist and Shout performance from this movie, including various clips of the film, played on MTV. Rodney Dangerfield also screened it during his live performances in the late 80s, because it's actually Rodney singing Twist and Shout.
Yeah, I liked it. The movie was hilarious.
Yeah, it was. Oh yeah, definitely hilarious.
I mean,
but yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go a little bit over the cast real quick.
Okay.
As soon as I get back to him.
Okay.
I mean, we talked about a few while we were doing it, and I just fucked up. All right, like we talked about, Rodney Dangerfield, Thornton Mellon, Sally Kellerman. Again, she's from MASH.
Yes.
Not the TV show, but the movie.
The movie.
Burt Young, we talked about.
Yeah.
Keith Gordon, who played Jason Mellon. We didn't talk about him.
No.
Now, his biggest claim to fame, in my opinion, would be, I can't remember the character's name in the movie Christine, in the original movie Christine that came out in the 80s. But the dark-haired kid, he was the one who owned the car.
Yeah.
In the, like I said, the Stephen King movie Christine. He also played in the movie The Legend of Billie Jean, which is another 80s movie with with Christian Slater.
Yes.
I can't remember her fucking name now.
I can't either.
Anyways, in that one there, he played a rich kid
Yes, he did.
who wanted to be kidnapped to
Get his parents' attention.
right. So it's kind of interesting.
It is.
We talked about Robert Downey Jr. Paxton Whitehead, he played Dr. Philip Barbie. Real quick, was he known for besides Camelot? Not the movie. Trying to think. I know I saw something he did. Yeah, I need this back up on IMDb. What I needed. So hang on a minute. You talk to the people.
Well, yeah, because the one that played Vanessa she starred in the Swamp Thing.
Right. The actress who played.
So it's played in the Swamp Thing, yeah.
All right, so
yeah, she was that one. She was I think she played the doctor.
okay, so this is what he's known for. Again, this is Paxton Whitehead. Besides Back to School, Kate and Leopold in 2001, Baby Boom, 1987, and they also say Friends. Not sure because I've not seen Friends, so I can't say if he was.
Is it like the TV show Friends?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, you're talking girl play. Or actually, we're talking about the girl who plays Valerie. Her name is Terry Farrell.
Yes.
Farrell. She's best known obviously for Back to School, but also playing Joey Summers in 1992's Hellraiser 3. From 1998 to 2002, she played Reggie Costas in the show, the TV show Becker. And from 93 to 99, she was in Star Trek Deep Space Nine as, hang on a minute, I got ouch, I hit the thing. It's all fine and dandy until they don't friggin'
I don't list everything that they've
well,
been
they
in.
have it, but okay, let it. She was known. She did 148 episodes. Lieutenant Commander Jadzia Dax.
Okay.
Lieutenant Jadzia Dax, Darlene Kursky, and Professor Honey Bear or Bar. Emmett Walsh. We talked a little bit about him. He played the diving coach. He's best known as the madman in 1979's Jerk. And he was also Bryant in 1982's Blade Runner. Yes, Kim.
Oh, we got a new person that has shown up that's asked, have you seen Stranger Things? And I'm buying merch. I don't know who it is.
I've seen Stranger Things. I've seen episode up to damn it.
Episode 2 of season 2.
Right. Yeah, episode 2 of season 2. I've stopped because friends of ours, Don Delos Snooch and Lunar Girl, have a show called here on YouTube called Stranger Things Has Happened, where they're watching the show for the very first time.
Yes.
And so I stopped and waiting for them. Kim will not be watching it because Kim don't do well with scary stuff. So
No.
even doing October month, I have to be really careful what we watch.
Yeah.
I mean, she can't really watch Nightmare on Elm Street.
Not unless I watch something after that.
But so with Kim, she's not watching Stranger Things, but yes, I have seen at least season 1. And well, thank you for buying merch. Vanessa was played by Adrienne Barbeau. She, like we said, played in the 1981 Escape from New York as Maggie. She was in 1980's The Fog as Stevie Wayne. She was also 1982's Creep Show. But as Kim also mentioned, she was in The Swamp Thing from the 80s, the movie, which now I can't find it.
Yeah, I don't know what she played, though.
She played the one.
Did she play a doctor?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
Yeah, she played the doctor in that one. So.
Right, and she got injured.
Yeah, she
and
did.
then the Swamp Thing took off a piece of him.
And healed her.
Right. Yeah, she killed her, remember, right?
Yeah.
Swamp Thing.
Yeah, I think she did.
1982. Alice Cable.
Yeah.
Anyway, she played Vanessa in this movie.
Yes, she did.
We talked about William Zabka, who played the antagonist in Karate Kid.
Yes.
He also played an antagonist in this as Chaz.
Yes.
We talked about Ned Beatty playing Dean Martin. Oh, that's what I was going to bring up. Dean Martin. So the reason why Dean Martin was named Dean Martin was because Rodney Dangerfield was always on the Dean Martin show.
Yeah.
So it was a kind of a in-house
joke.
Right.
Yeah.
The reason why he called the dean of the school Dean Martin.
Yeah.
Of course, we talked about Sam Kinison, and then Marge Sweetwater was played by Eddie McClurg. Now she was also the secretary of the school in Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yes, she was.
Which is ironic because both these movies were released the same
time.
Yeah. Right. And then we won't go over all the sorority people, and of course the one cameo, Kurt Vonnegut Jr.
Yeah.
Which was freaking hilarious when Thornton Mellon called him up and said Vonnegut, because he got an F on that paper.
Yeah.
And he told Vonnegut F you. Vonnegut told him F you. And he's like, fuck me. No, fuck you.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, I mean, so again, this movie won one award for BMI Film Music Award for Danny Elfman at the MTV Music Awards 1987.
Wow.
Yeah. And just a little bit of, again, released June 13th, 1986. And its budget was $11 million.
I'm pretty sure it exceeded that, though.
Opening weekend, it took an 8.8.
Oh, wow.
All right. So opening weekend, and its overall gross was $91.2 million.
Wow, they exceeded it then.
Right.
By the time, not in the theaters opening weekend, but by the time
I'm curious because I know it said that it did better than Ferris Bueller.
Yeah. So we're gonna see how good Ferris Bueller did.
Yeah, if I can type it right.
In the box office.
Keep talking, Kim. Don't stare at me.
Well, I don't know what else to say.
Okay, well, there you go. So Ferris Bueller on opening weekend only did 6.2 million.
Oh wow! So they done 3 million.
And overall gross for Ferris was only 70 million.
Wow!
But they only had a budget of 6 million.
Oh wow!
So they really came in under budget.
Yeah,
but
they did.
Yeah, it only took in 6.2 million, which actually, when it comes down to it, it already was over its budget.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, they already made back the money they used to make the movie.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, we gotta do Ferris Bueller.
We do. Bueller.
Anyways, that is Back to School. We recommend it. Obviously, we talked about we talked about Dangerfield back on July 19th in Caddyshack. So you know,
and something interesting about that too, the golf shot that was at the beginning of the movie is actually the golf shot from Caddyshack.
Right. And there's an opening montage where they kind of go through everything. Also, we didn't talk about the kid that played younger Thornton Mellon, or Maloney, actually what their family name was at first.
Yeah.
He actually was the older brother in Wonder Years.
Yes, he was.
Which I totally forgot to look that one up, so that's my bad. But yeah, otherwise, we recommend it. I mean, if you like 80s movies, this one's PG-13. They got away with 2 fucks.
Yeah, they did.
Which is shocking because back then, 1 fuck gave you PG-13, 2 gave you an R rating.
Yes, it did.
But they got away with 2.
Yeah, they did.
Again, shocking for that time era.
Yeah.
But it was 86. It was, I think, within the first year or first few months of the PG-13 rating system.
Yeah.
Because it's about time it came in.
Yeah.
But yeah, next week we are going to be chatting about Lean On Me.
Yes, we are.
With Morgan Freeman.
Yep.
That is definitely a serious movie.
It is
It's a very good, serious movie.
It is.
We love this movie.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's one of those movies where I can watch it year round.
Yep. That one, and also Stand and Deliver is a good movie too.
Right. And unfortunately, Stand and Deliver is not on I couldn't find it on any streaming service at the moment.
Yeah. But Lean on Me, oh gosh.
So I probably need
yes.
to try to find the Blu-ray of that one.
But yeah,
so I can-
Lean on Me. Oh,
Yeah,
what
originally-
a movie.
Because originally we were gonna do Stand and Deliver,
Yeah,
but
we
then
were.
when I went to look for it on streaming, it was gone. I was like, oh, you bastards.
Yeah. So we decided to do Lean on Me, which, oh my gosh, that's still a hell of a movie.
And again, if you are a Patreon member, remember you have until the 15th, pretty much 2 days after next week's episode, to give us a few show topics
Yes.
for November.
Yes.
And just remember, we won't do brand new movies coming into the theater in November because we don't go to the theater.
No, we don't.
I don't even think I'll go to the theater if a new Star Wars movie comes out.
That's true.
I really don't think I'll go.
Okay.
Because one, it's not special anymore,
No.
in my opinion. For me, it's not special anymore.
Yeah.
We've gotten way too much Star Wars stuff out.
Yeah.
So for me, it's not that special anymore.
Yes.
You know, it used to be a really big special event, you know, when Star Wars came out.
Yeah. And it's not anymore.
You know, even, regardless if it was, you know, Empire or Return or even A New Hope. I don't remember New Hope coming out because we had things going on and I wasn't into it at that point.
Yeah.
But even like when the special editions came back out in 97,
Yes.
it was a big hoopla about it. And then, of course, the hoopla of episode 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
And The Force Awakens. I mean, even the sequel trilogy had hoopla around them.
Yeah.
You know, it was like a big event.
Yeah, it was.
You know, I mean, I tried to go the Saturday of that weekend.
And we got sick. Oh, well, not
That
you.
was on the Last Jedi.
Yeah. But we couldn't go when the
No.
when the final one came out.
We did go see Rise of Skywalker.
Oh yes, we did. We did go
We
see
went.
that.
Oh no, we weren't missing. I told
right.
you get sick again. You're gonna stay home. I'm going to see this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't missing because I mean, as far as I was concerned, that was the end of Star Wars.
Yeah.
You know, it was the end of supposed to be the end of the Skywalker series.
Yep. And
Which eventually we gotta do. We gotta talk about Star Wars eventually.
we do eventually, yes.
But yeah. So remember tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube.
Is Rogue One Radio. They're continuing their journey to Andor.
Right. Make sure you stop in, say hey to Steve, Nicole, and DJ, and give DJ.
DJ's not going to be on there this week.
Not?
Nope. He's
Well, don't
traveling.
Just jump in there and put in there happy early birthday, DJ, because tomorrow's his birthday.
Yes. And give them a like and a subscribe as well.
Exactly. Steve always plays he's always got music going.
Amazing music.
And Nicole, she's always got her props.
She does.
She's got, I swear, every topic they talk about, I mean, even if she's coming on our show,
Yeah.
you know,
she's
had
props.
books and stuff ready to go.
She has.
But so until next week,
please remember also for us to click subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and click the bell to be notified. You can also leave us a comment below.
yeah, down there.
Yeah.
If you're watching this after the live stream.
Yep, after the live stream. We will be back next week with Lean on Me.
Lean on Me.
So stay tuned for that.
Club Nouveau did a great remake of that song
Yeah.
in the 80s. I'm just gonna throw it out there right now.
Okay.
Anyways, as always, have a great week.
And a great weekend.
Be kind to everyone.
And
Peace.
peace.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.